But anyway, can I be heard?
Yes.
Okay, Jesus.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah, even his CGI is
His is pretty rough too.
It's not like bad, but you can tell the lighting tech isn't quite the same as their big budget shit.
I'm hoping that this is still like they're still like working on it, and it's going to look a lot better by the time it comes out. But look, even Moon Knight, which is a show I think is fine, the CGI is pretty rough in that too.
Yes, it definitely is. Yeah. And
so it's not.
They could have gotten away with not using much CGI at all, but they made the decision to use a lot of CGI at some point.
Yeah, and like the effects aren't bad in the other shows. Like Loki and like WandaVision both looked fine.
Like, I know the Shrek comparisons are going to be endless, but she actually kind of looks like she is animated in Shrek.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's like because she could be a character.
Shrek is like all that kind of uncanny, like CG animation, and that's what she looks like and is green.
Yeah. She's just missing like the little ogre.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can get bullied into making it look better like Sonic.
And I do think there are few companies better at putting out bad trailers than Marvel.
I just have to assume that like they had like an exact internal date that they needed a trailer out, and they were not going to wait another day, even if the CGI wasn't quite ready for it. And so they just said like slap it in the trailer, and we'll get it done before we actually release it. But
so I'm seeing. Sorry, I'm pivoting because.
Please do.
And that guy who commented earlier, who's like, I'm the guy who left that comment on your Ghost in the Shell video, and I'm like,
yeah, cool.
I left him, I left a nice comment in response, and he just responded, neat, all lowercase. Yes. I'm like, can you just get the fuck out of here?
Oh, yes.
There's a button that says hide user from channel. Does that mean he still gets the comment, but no one sees it?
I think so. Like, you can still probably see it, but no one else can.
Let's see. Hide user from channel. I mean, it's possible they just, like, I don't know, straight up have a social disorder or something, but it's like they're being a...
Not here to deal with that today.
Dumb. Yeah. They left this comment on my Ghost in the Shell video forever ago that was just like, actually, there's some African percussion in there too. You need to change the video.
Oh,
yeah, like make a correction in the video. It's like, yeah, sure, let me get on that.
Yeah, let me just take my whole video down and re-upload it to say, also, there's an African drum there.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for pointing this out.
I can
You're going to have to bleep that one.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Then, on this one...
Yeah,
I mean, he just said...
It's like, I'm going to refresh to see if the comment is hidden.
Oh, no, I haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay. Just holla at your boy when you do. Featured violence illustration.
But yeah, he just said, this reminds me of Angaku concept and 8-bit music theory. And I hadn't heard of the first one, but obviously I know 8-bit.
Yeah.
And he just said, it would be cool if you did a collab with 8-bit since your styles are similar. And I'm the guy who left that correction on your Ghost in the Shell video. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I was going to respond to you normally until you said that. But I pretty much just made a comment about both the Angaku concept thing and the 8-bit thing. And he just is like, neat. I'm like, okay. Well, I'm tired of wasting my time and energy on that person. All right, I said user. I clicked the user hidden from channel button.
Okay.
Okay, someone put up a quest while I go into the YouTube channel. Tim, feel free to drop a plug in this the first of your collabs on YouTube.
Wait, do I need to get a YouTube account now so I can collab?
I no longer see it, Tim.
I no longer see it, Tim.
And there we have it.
Cool.
Do I see it? Is the question?
Probably.
Because that I'm fine with that. I just don't want them gunking it up with their bullshit.
Yeah. Trying to hijack your fucking channel.
Yeah, like I still have the notification for it, but it doesn't take me anywhere. So I do not know.
Cool. So maybe he can just comment and then it'll go into the void.
Which is fine.
Exactly how we want that to work.
That's exactly how all YouTube comments should work, honestly.
That's essentially how but I guess I do actually just literally kind of delete comments.
Yeah. Let's see. Block a commenter. You can hide comments from specific viewers from showing on your channel. Additionally, their comments won't show on your comments page. Oh, okay. Well, shit.
Oh, okay. Cool. So you just effectively erased him from existence.
No!
Yeah, so that's effectively saying their comments will show only for them, or what?
Yeah.
I guess so. Like, they can see it, but then no one can comment or interact with it. Which is perfect.
That would be perfect. Anyone go ahead and put something up. I'm going to use the restroom. And also depart on quest if I am not back.
Depart on quest. It's okay. I'm gonna... We need to beat that thing up for me.
Ooh.
Think you can handle it, boys?
I think I can handle it.
No.
It's big of you to admit your faults.
Yeah, I'm going forward with it anyway, but I want you to know that I'm not really prepared for it mentally or physically.
What about physiologically?
Yeah, I'm much more prepared for it that way.
That's interesting. Level up the cats. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I think these cats have been at level 59, or 49, sorry. It's a max of 50. For like 18 years.
Been 18 years.
Goodbye, Tim. Major Melon makes me feel bad.
I thought Major Melon was like one of the better versions of the gimmick Mountain Dews, so this is interesting.
Oh dear.
Yeah. We should just like get the Infinity Gauntlet of Mountain Dews.
Just get all the Mountain Dews.
I mean, that's essentially what we've been doing.
We still need to get Mountain Dew for our like Mario Party, but
yeah, we do have to figure out how that's going to happen.
I may have a way to do it depending on when it is.
Go on.
Because
with this mysterious reveal,
they're being served in Florida, or sold, I guess. Not really served per se.
When are you going down there?
Well, I'm not. My brother's going down there in the first week of July with some buddies of his.
Oh, I will. Also, no, I will also be there in the first week or the second week of July, but the bad side is I will be flying.
Yeah, I was about to say, will you be driving? Because they are driving, and I'm sure I could convince them to get me pick up a pack of them and take them back with them.
I would ask for at least 2 packs of 2 different flavors.
I would do. I think it's a variety pack, and it might be like 12 with like 4 of each, or 3 of each. I'm not really sure, but I would. I don't know. It depends. Like, if we're gonna do it, like, if we're planning on doing it with Duncan, we're probably gonna do it in June. In which case, like, obviously that's not the timing's not gonna work out on that one, but
yeah. So we would have to find a different way.
Yeah, but I don't know what like.
What's the state that's in the south between here and Florida that has it? Was it Kentucky or Tennessee?
It was Tennessee.
Shit.
Well, here's the thing. Kentucky is like a 2-hour drive to get through.
Yeah. And it's about an hour and a half or 2 hours to get there to begin with. Yeah, no, it's going to be a long drive, but it's not... That is a full work day to cross 2 state borders to just buy 1 or 2 packs of hard Mountain Dew and then leave.
Well, the other option is Iowa.
Yeah. Which is pretty much an equal drive.
Yeah, and the only thing that one's not going for it is gaze.
Yeah,
which
that's
makes
true.
it a much worse drive.
It does make it a worse drive. However,
Also, if we do it with Duncan wasn't here for that.
Yeah,
No.
Duncan is not privy to gaze,
Duncan
Illinois.
wouldn't get the joke.
but it just depends. Like, I don't know. We really should, like, tell Duncan, like, hey, Jackass, tell us right now if you're planning on being here in June.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah.
should. We should make Tim do that before he joins the hunt.
Yeah.
Tim, the official ringleader of Mario Party.
I mean, if anyone is, it's me.
Yeah, it was
I have
really
just
your
already
idea.
been brusque with him about it.
Yeah.
Got to threaten him,
Again?
be like, "Hey, you better be here, or the Owen era begins."
Or the Owen
Yeah.
era begins. And once
And
we
I'm-
go Owen, there's no going back.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I just...
Why wouldn't you
Does
say
Duncan... I don't know. It's just like... Anyway.
No, I get you.
I just have no idea if, like, if this is going to be like how his summers look from here on out.
Mm.
I still wouldn't be surprised if he moves back stateside. Not to Indiana, of course, but just a random state that he picked with like a map and a dart within the next 24 months.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised either. I think it might depend on how his relationship works out.
Mm. My guess is Idaho.
Oh yeah, probably Idaho.
Yeah. He knows an entire person in that state, which is infinitely more than he knew in Hawaii.
He knows
yeah.
a slightly larger version of himself. Well, have you guys ever seen a picture of Nash?
I think
No.
wasn't Nash at the graduation thing that was at?
Well, I wasn't there, so you
why
might have
weren't
met
you
him.
there?
I was working.
Dumb. We should have. I'm upset about that retroactively.
It was just how it worked out. But I have not met Nash. I've just seen pictures of Nash, and Nash looks astonishingly like Duncan.
How do we know it's not Duncan?
Well,
Why, you think we can
We don't.
trust that guy's word?
it's very funny because you got Campbell, who like looks very significantly different in the middle between the two.
Yeah, he looks very similar to their dad.
Yeah. And the other two are much more their mom.
I'm your mom.
All right. Cool, mom. All right.
Thanks for accepting.
Yeah, whatever.
That's why you were always
He's
my
gonna roll.
favorite.
Well, yeah.
You could tell Sam I said that.
All right, I will tell him that I am mom's favorite, and in this case, mom's Chris. God, I don't want to say that to him. It's too weird.
Who's Chris's mom?
No,
I know,
I'm
Chris is-
Jordan's mom.
Yeah, Chris is my mom now,
Yeah.
and he has declared me the favorite, which I'm going to rub in Sam's face.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Tim.
I've got to get this wheeled canine toy. Hold on.
Oh,
Fuck.
no!
All right, go ahead.
Before you join this hunt, because it's also almost over, you should go on Facebook Messenger and give Duncan the ultimatum.
Oh, me. Okay.
This was decided because one, we're in the middle of a hunt.
One is my brother.
Two,
And-
well, I guess sure if you want to get technical about it. And three, I already was brusque with him about this recently.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, when you responded to my mess, I don't remember what I
Oh,
said.
yeah.
But I remember you responded with the skull.
Oh, that was a
emoji.
good one. I think I responded with the eyeballs emoji.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
Does this thing have 18 pounds of caffeine in it? Why do I feel like this?
Major Melon.
Ground control. That's it.
That's ground control.
How it ends.
Message cut off. It's pretty eerie.
Should I say we're planning to do it in July no matter what?
No, I think that it depends on how it works for you guys. I'm fine doing it in June if that's all Duncan can do. But
yeah, I can't do just like a specific week of June, but outside of that, I would, if he's in town, I would make it work.
Yeah, I can make it work, but
unlikely, but
but he has to like actually commit to being in town is the thing.
Right.
And I think we're asking him if he's going to be able to commit to being in town in like a month.
Right.
Which is not even that far ahead.
I got the sax that I needed.
Sweet.
I got the sax that I needed.
Needed.
I got the sax I need to squeeze.
Oh god.
Ho, dependable as ever. You killed a Tetranodon.
900 time.
$3 p.m. is your engagement party.
Yes. Though I'm sure, I mean, we'll have the room at like 12, but it'll give people plenty of time to get there.
Oh, also, I think my plan was to fly back the night before anyway, so that means I'll be able to actually sleep too.
Yeah, thanks for going out of the way to do that. Are you flying out there to begin with?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I have a friend's wedding the day before everything starts down there.
Okay. So I guess it didn't change too much.
No.
Grand scheme.
So I am driving up to the Chicagoland area. I am driving down. I'm having Reagan drive me to the airport. I'm flying down to Florida. I'm getting picked up from an airport there to go meet my family at the hotel. Then we vacation for a week or whatever, and then I convince one of them to drive me to an airport at like 8 p.m.
Nice. So
Someone's
your
got to
parents
do it.
not flying, or are they flying in different times?
My parents are driving. I am flying, and my sister and brother-in-law are flying. They're coming out of Peoria, Illinois.
I thought they lived in Ohio somewhere.
You're thinking of your brother?
I thought your sister and brother-in-law lived in, like, Cincy or something? Why am I thinking that?
They used to live in St. Louis.
St. Louis, okay. Wait, yeah.
Yes.
Thinking.
St. Louis, Ohio.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite and most well-known St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I have a question.
I would not be surprised if there's a St. Louis, Ohio.
I have a question. Who the fuck is Lewis?
Duncan's dad.
I don't know.
Come on, man.
I'm Catholic, but I don't know.
Why did he get a city named after him? No one's heard of this guy.
Can't believe I just said I'm Catholic.
Yeah, you gotta commit to it now. You can't take it back. When I tried to type in St. Louis person to clarify that I am asking about the historical figure, Google assumed I meant St. Louis personal property tax.
Of course.
Which isn't unreasonable. Fair. Oh, it's Louis the Ninth. He was the king.
Oh, no.
It's named after King Louis?
Yeah, it's named after King Louis.
Oh.
And that guy's a saint, I guess?
Yeah.
Well, he was the most illustrious of the direct Capetians.
He ruled for like 54 years.
He was crowned at the age of 12.
Yeah. I mean, why was he made a saint? Did he...
Oh, nice. He led the ill-fated 7th Crusade and 8th Crusade against the Muslim dynasties that ruled North Africa, Egypt, and the Holy Land in the 13th century.
Yeah, I was assuming it was a crusade.
He was captured in the first and ransomed, and he died from dysentery during the second.
And he was like 60-some-odd years old at that point. Like,
in Tunis, that's so close to... That's like one of the closest African cities to Europe. He didn't go anywhere. He just like walked in and died of dysentery.
He crossed the Mediterranean, was caught dysentery on the way over.
He's like, my stomach feels weird. Oh no!
Guess I'll die.
Sacre bleu. His admirers through the centuries have regarded him as the ideal Christian ruler. He tried to kill some Muslims and then died.
Nah.
You see, he also suppressed paganism back at home. So, really,
oh, Louis the Ninth. Okay.
Yeah, man,
So
you could walk from Tunisia to Italy.
When is your dates of unavailability?
I don't think you can walk from Tunis to. My dates of unavailability are technically July 8th through July 16th.
Okay.
Because on the 8th in the evening, I will be driving out to the wedding that is on the 9th. Anyway, this guy was alive in the 1200s, which is absurd.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why they just randomly named some settlement in the middle of America after him.
I mean, the French.
Like, it feels like there's a St.
Yeah.
Louis, Africa, too.
There is a St. Louis, Senegal.
Senegal. Is that in Africa?
Yes.
I'm bad at geography. Just seems one of those incredibly white things to name a place in Africa.
Yeah.
There are 3 San Luises in the Philippines.
So let's. Ethiopia was like the original Christian kingdom, so.
Yeah, Ethiopia is extremely Christian or Catholic.
Yeah,
Christian.
It was actually. I think it was actually the first historically to adopt Christianity as like the state religion in like the 200s or something.
So.
Were they Catholic? Well, I guess Catholic was really the only game in town back then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, not even really before Catholic was really established itself, and you had all these like random like Christian cults that were like.
As of 2007, the dominant religion in Ethiopia is Ethiopian Orthodox.
All right, so I guess they had a little bit of dust up with the main Catholic Church, but
Yeah, I like how they chalk it up to just, we don't know why it's called St. Louis, but it's probably because of France.
They were probably around. It's interesting that there aren't many, like, I mean, aside from, like, I think the more I think about it, the more I think I'm just wrong. Like, Ethiopia is extremely Christian, so is Kenya, so is Nigeria. But I feel like, for some reason, my brain only thinks of Ethiopia being, like, organically Christian and not, like, colonialist Christian.
Yeah.
And I don't really know. I don't know how, like, the... Yeah. Because, like, there's naturally going to be a lot of, like, religious spread there anyway, because Christianity was essentially a Mediterranean religion.
Yeah.
And, there's a Mediterranean Africa. So...
Yeah, Ethiopia is huge.
Ethiopia is pretty freaking big.
I don't think I realized Ethiopia was so big.
You know what else is big?
Greenland.
Greenland's... they might be fairly similar in size. There's a website that does that.
Yeah, Greenland is, I think, supposed to be roughly the size of, like, the middle of Africa.
Yeah.
True
Greenland
size.
is very large, but we have no idea how large it is because our maps blow it up to be huge.
Yeah, I remember Googling that once, because I was like, why do they make Greenland literally bigger than Africa on maps? Because that's not true. But yeah, I think it has to do with, like, the Earth being round and them trying to, like, display that, I guess.
Yeah, you're always going to have distortion if you try to map a round object onto a flat surface.
Right.
And it was I don't remember what it's called, but it was like the map adopted by a lot of like European sailors in like the 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, they make Greenland look fucking massive.
Oh, Greenland, it would appear, is about the size of Ethiopia and Kenya. A little bit bigger than both of them combined.
Okay. It is the world's largest non-continental island.
We gonna head out, Chris?
Oh, sorry, I was looking at maps. You expect me to play this game?
Oh, you hadn't even eaten yet.
That's correct, because I was looking at maps.
See.
Someone else give me a country.
For what size?
Yeah.
Algeria.
Hey, I was going to say that too, because Algeria is weirdly giant.
It is also pretty large.
Algeria is the size of the entire eastern, or actually, let's just go with Midwest. Holy shit, it's so fucking big.
Yeah, Algeria is like weirdly huge, and
So-
you don't think of it being that big.
Yeah, so it's the size of the entire Midwest, so Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, plus also South Dakota, most of North Dakota, and that's really only about 60-70% of the size.
Jeez.
South to north,
Yeah,
it goes
it's
from
there.
southern Florida to the middle of central New York.
Like, are the only places that are, like, huge places that have massive chunks that are uninhabitable?
Pretty much.
Yeah, because if they didn't have massive chunks that weren't inhabitable, they'd be inhabited and
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
by
Yeah, like
historical
that's
rivalries.
why
And I mean,
the western half of the United States is so big. That's why Canada is so big. That's why Brazil is so big. That's why Saharan
Russia
Africa is
is-
so big.
huge.
Alaska.
Australia.
Yeah,
And just Canada's big stretch of nothing at the top.
yeah. And like the entire eastern part of Russia.
That's true.
Is it true?
Is
Yes.
true.
Jordan is weighed in.
Finally.
Now this.
Do you guys know about the Tunguska event? You guys ever heard of that?
The what?
It sounds familiar enough that if you describe it, I bet I'll go, oh!
It was the meteor that like blew up in
Yeah, it
early
caused like a
1900s.
huge microburst or whatever.
Yeah, it was like an airburst.
Yeah,
And this is like both like because it's kind of cool and also because it sort of puts into context what we were just saying. But it blew up in like Siberia, and it destroyed like a couple hundred square miles of like forest.
Whoa.
And Siberia is so empty that it killed maybe 3 people.
Huh.
yeah.
Like anywhere else, this would have leveled like entire cities.
Yeah, but it's just so sparsely populated.
Yeah.
It's just like a giant, like, vertical wind burst.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on the science, but it essentially is like dropped a massive bomb, and it just blew up and ended up leveling a huge chunk of land.
And the bomb was named Tunguska, which was a wild coincidence.
Yes.
I feel like it's a little weird that Siberia isn't more inhabited, because a lot of it is ice, sure, but a lot of it is also incredibly forested.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think the main thing is just that it gets so absolutely fucking cold out there that it just like is hard to live.
I think that's probably a mix of like these areas just naturally just don't attract a lot of, but there were like native Siberian people who
Right, like
who had settlements.
mhm.
Like the
What is it called?
Tunguskans.
I watched a video about a guy who visited Yakutsk, which is like the world's coldest, like, and most populated city. And it's obviously like in the middle of Siberia, and it's like reaches like negative 70 degrees Fahrenheit and like peak winter.
That's messed up.
Yeah, I was like, how the fuck? It's
mean-
one of the world's most polluted cities because people have to keep their cars running basically all winter, or else their car will freeze immediately.
And the engine block will just stop.
Yeah.
That's bonkers.
Mm-hmm. Unless you, so yeah, you can either have a heated garage, or if you're not able to afford that, you just keep your car running all the time.
People should not live there.
Yeah. That sounds uninhabitable.
It's brutal.
What did they do before cars?
I don't know. Well, and that was one of the things they said. They were like, you better be prepped. Like, if you're thinking of traveling outside of Yakutsk, because if your car breaks down, you're fucked.
You're just actually dead.
Really dead. Because there's just like
The Yetis will get you.
hundreds of miles between the next town, and, you know, it's going to take forever for anybody to get out to you and find you. And you'll probably freeze to death before that happens. So, and I was just like, wow, that just sounds like somewhere I would never want to go.
Okay, so after Gaze, Illinois.
Yakutsk, Russia.
How is anyone even, like, born there? Like, who's like, I'm going to settle down and have my kids in Yakutsk, Russia, where they can never leave ever,
because they might die.
Let's not forget that Yakutsk, Russia, is the reason we have like Native Americans.
What do you
that's
mean?
right. Well, that's right across from. I have the? No, I'm thinking of Kamchatka, which is like right across from Alaska.
Oh, okay.
They walked
I'm getting
across
mixed
the
up.
ice or whatever.
Yeah,
like people just are naturally going to travel. Like, we're gonna settle down in weird places.
There's so many.
It is
cities.
a very. But go ahead.
Just I'm looking at the map, and there's so many Russian cities' names. They're everywhere. There's so much Russia.
There's a lot of Russia.
There's a lot of Russia. Have you guys heard of this place?
I swear I have flinch free on, and I was just flinched very badly. So.
It does make up an eighth of the world's landmass, so there is a lot of it. Which is kind of insane to think about, but...
And look what they've got to show for it.
Yeah.
Let's all give Ivan a big hand. Ivan being Ivan the Terrible. Because,
yeah.
You know, Russian Empire.
Who?
What?
What's Russia?
It's like that area that's like north of America, but it's like cold and like they love hockey.
Maine.
They're big into like this guy named Marks.
Root beer?
No, they don't like
Mark?
root beer. No, Marks plural.
Oh,
How
They
many
like
of these-
Marks.
How many people did they name Mark?
I thought you said Barks, like Barks root beer.
I did also...
Now those guys have a fucking manifesto.
A manifesto of good taste.
You had Vargas root beer? Come on. Triple X root beer all the way.
What's Triple X root beer?
It's like a local brand.
Oh.
I couldn't remember another like another root beer that is available like everywhere. So
Mug.
Mug. There we go. That's one.
A&W.
A&W.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There are 3 major national root beers.
I couldn't remember any of them. I don't drink
feel
root
like-
beer ever.
Haley is the only person I've ever known who has an opinion about which is the best of the 3 root beers.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
think
they're
that-
all identical in my brain.
Yeah, like I think they have like slight differences, and people do have strong opinions on it. But my problem is that like they're all pretty bad, or like each of them is like equally like sugary.
I just
And
have root beer once every like 4 months or less, so I can't even feasibly understand the difference.
one that like I think does have the chance for like a lot of different flavors, but you actually have to like care about using like the root. And these guys, I can't imagine are using any actual root in their root beer.
Yeah.
Okay, hear me out.
Hearing you.
Yeah.
Isn't there like surely there are like witchy vegetables and such that are supposed to get you just like super horned up, right?
Aphrodisiacs? Yeah.
Yes.
They've got those in
Yeah, that's like the proper term.
fancy things.
A root beer company that exclusively makes root beer out of the roots of aphrodisiac.
Huh. See,
That's what the A stands for in A&W.
Ass?
what I was always weirded out by is that Red Bull's commercials were so sexual that I actually thought it was like supposed to make you horny or something.
Yeah.
So weird. What's the branding attempt?
I don't know.
Red Bull makes your penis bigger.
I mean, like, the whole gives you wings concept was like such innuendo material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
all
half
like,
the time it was like a dude drinking a Red Bull before he like goes into a hotel room with a lady.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
and it's just like these two young folks are going to bone so much better because one of them has caffeine coursing through his
Ingested Red Bull.
veins.
Yeah. I'll admit, I do not remember this like angle of Red Bull's marketing at all.
That's like
You
the
don't?
only angle of Red Bull's marketing.
They're like the cartoons that are mostly white.
Well, yeah, but
and,
I
like,
mostly
line work.
associate that stuff with being like, gotta fly that plane really well or whatever. I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
feel
It's
like
like,
it used to be. I feel like that's what they used to be. I don't think that they're as sexualized now.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
not
think
as
they are.
sexual.
No.
I'm not saying that they weren't at one point, but they're not sexual now. I just don't know when they changed. And I guess I wasn't really paying attention to them at that point.
It's like I was reading the innuendo as a child, like, so it must have been pretty bad.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I was looking that hard for innuendo.
Right.
I legitimately thought it was like liquid Viagra or something.
And that's what we'll name our root beer.
Liquid Viagra.
We'll use another company's name inside of it.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think that was allowed. We'll have to use sildenafil, which is the generic.
But that's less fun.
And we have no issues with the FDA calling our product sildenafil when it does not actually contain sildenafil.
Well, no, it's because we have liquid in the title, so we're cool.
Like liquid snake.
Like Liquid Snake. You know what
Yeah,
Liquid
but-
Snake drinks? His preferred root beer.
Liquid Xenophol or whatever.
Liquid,
Denethor.
the thing that Jordan can say.
Sildenafil.
Liquid Denethor.
Liquid Slovenia.
Yes.
Slovenia.
Do you want to know how big Slovenia is?
Sure, here it comes.
Bigger after drinking a Red Bull.
Good bit.
I'm gonna guess it's the size of Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, and Illinois all combined together.
I don't think it's that big.
Might not be, but
Slovenia is very small.
It's probably about the size of Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's sandwiched between Italy and Croatia.
I'm thinking of the wrong Baltic nation.
It stretches.
Thinking about Romania?
At its
Maybe.
longest, it stretches from Stamford, Connecticut, which is right on the border by New York City, and Boston.
Yeah, Slovenia is small.
For Indiana reference, or Chicago reference, it stretches a little bit further than Chicago to Peoria,
Okay.
Fort Wayne to Detroit.
All right,
Fort Wayne to Detroit seems kind of close.
Yes.
it's about 3 hours.
It's the whole country.
That's it. That's all of that one.
Mm.
Anyway, I want to complete a joke about that's not what I wanted to eat. I want to complete a joke about A&W root beer that I started and then I thought of the punchline and then we kept talking about other root beers.
All right.
When Owen said the A&W stands for aphrodisiac and I did not see that obvious one and went immediately for ass. I was going to say that it stands for ass and ween.
Acid Ween, that's pretty good.
Yeah, acid
Ween
ween.
root beer. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Ween the band.
Yeah, Ween is a band, isn't it?
Ween is a band?
Yep. They're famous for Ocean Man.
Oh, they're the Ocean Man band.
Yeah. Ocean Man.
From the SpongeBob SquarePants movie and presumably nothing else.
I assume
Yeah.
that's right. Heard it.
Made famous by the SpongeBob movie.
No greater
Yeah.
honor than
Just
having
like
your song made famous by
Hasselhoff.
SpongeBob. Yeah, he's not associated with any other beach things ever.
Nope. You know who
He's
else
a-
is made famous by SpongeBob, kind of? The dude who did the music for the NFL films.
Yeah, kind
Interesting.
of.
Like, you go
Which
to
was
those...
like all stock music for 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, you go to any comment on any of those YouTube videos and everyone's like, holy fuck, I remember this SpongeBob episode.
Yep. I feel like the only one they never used in SpongeBob was the one that was used on sports radio all the time, which was like the
I swear they use that in SpongeBob constantly.
They might have used that. They might have used it once, but it
Fry
almost
Cook
seemed
Games,
like
it feels like they would use that in Fry Cook Games.
it does, but I don't think they did.
Alright, you want a blast from the past? Because I do remember a specific episode of a TV show where that is in. Because it was a football-themed episode.
Oh,
Was, My Gym Partner is a Monkey.
Oh yeah, that
Holy
show.
shit.
yeah.
I saw a Twitter
My-
thread that was like, "Hey, post in this thread cartoons you think only you remember." I didn't see anyone say my gym partner's a monkey.
Like, fucking
I
good
actually-
one, though.
I actually did see it get brought up like randomly on Twitter on a corner I'm not really familiar with, but there was a
Yeah.
great tweet about it, and it was something along the lines of, if you ever try to explain my gym partner is a monkey to someone, there's no way you wouldn't sound like an 18th century person. There's no way you wouldn't sound like an 18th century tale against race mixing.
Oh no.
Well, because it's the
Oh,
whole idea is
dear.
that. Well, do you remember the how the
Like
show
Animal
works?
Crossing, but a school.
Well, no, it's the idea is like the human kid has like Lion is his name, so he gets sent to the animal school where the
Right.
animals are trained to be zoo animals for entertainment.
That's messed up.
Yeah,